Hey guys, welcome back to another part of what is Naruto's Raised by Kurama Part 2. So yeah, we smashed the like goal, by the way. I'm pretty sure we're on 20 likes right now. We're after 5. So the next like goal is going to be 10. Next week we can do it. So the last part we left off was, where was it? Yeah, Naruto just passed Kakashi's test. And he's right now laying in bed. So while he was laying in bed, Kurama said, "Hey kid, let me try something." And Naruto agrees. So Naruto creates a clone and Kurama says, "Let me take over the clone." So he does, and now this is Naruto who's in control of his body and Kurama is in control of the clone. He says, "Wow, looks like I'm my own body now." And he says, "I want to try something else." He does a 5-star fireball jutsu. And yeah, he does it, and then Naruto's impressed, like, "Wow, I only have wind, lightning and water." It's like, yeah, this is one of my chakra natures. Then he goes back to Naruto, and he says this is the main part. And he's like, the secret of the shadow clone is all the experience of it goes back to user, so it's like training. And then Naruto all of a sudden feels weird, like his blood's burning. And then Kurama says, "You know of higher nature, because I used it and you have the experience." So yeah, Naruto can use fire style now. And also he knows fire style jutsu, he can use fireball jutsu now. Okay, let's go to the next day. After doing normal D-rank missions, Naruto asks Kakashi to get back because he's stupid, and also Kurama's getting annoyed that they can do a high rank mission. Now Kakashi trusts in Sasuke, Naruto to be able to do it higher. Instead of asking for a C, he asks for a B, but the Hokage says we don't have any B missions, so they get a C instead. Okay, so we're gonna skip to the part where they're traveling, and then this is where they get attacked by the hidden mist ninja. Now, Naruto doesn't actually notice the puddle, he senses the ninja thanks to Kurama. And then as soon as they jump out, instead of Sasuke stopping them, Naruto does a fireball jutsu and it absolutely blitzes them. And he winks at Sasuke saying better luck next time, as he's not trying to tease him. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit sick. Yeah. So anyway, now Kakashi tells the client on that, "Oh, you should have told us and all that, and this is your last chance, blah blah blah." And he says, "Yeah, the man thing, I forgot his name. He's a master bridge builder, and he's being stopped by a gang boss." Sorry guys, I can't remember his name. I haven't watched the original show in a while. And then Kakashi says, "We probably need to go back to the village, as this is a B-rank mission." And Naruto says, "Who cares? I can stop it anyway. You're the one who asked for a B-rank mission." And then the guy says, "Oh, thank you. I think you use my grandson now," and all that. Kakashi's actually impressed, saying, "Wow, looks like he's learning to be a ninja really fast." Okay, after this, what is it? As they're going along, they get attacked by Zabuza. Well, not actually. Naruto senses around and finds Zabuza, and he chucks a kunai at him, and all you hear is metal hitting metal as it hits Zabuza's sword. And he's like, "Wow, you're a sensory ninja, I'm impressed. You was able to sense me without something in a tree." And all of a sudden they see a sword fly across the head and hit a tree, and then they see a man land on it. He says, "I'm Zabuza, one of the 7 ninja swordsmen." And Kakashi in his head is like, "I might need to use my Sharingan for this." He yells at Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura, as this is now a mission, but then notices, wait a minute, Naruto's gone. And then all of a sudden he appears behind Zabuza and punches him in the face. Or not in the face, in the back, sending him flying. Kakashi's thinking, wow, he's faster than me. Besides, okay, it's not time to play around right now, and he already takes out his Sharingan. This shook Sasuke, saying, "How do you have the Sharingan? Did you steal it?" And he's like, "It was a gift from a friend, I'll explain later." And now Zabuza's like, "Wow, the copycat ninja Kakashi. Looks like this is gonna be harder than I thought." And now Kakashi using his Sharingan notices there's like a weird area trapped in the back of Zabuza. He's like, wait a minute, that's my master's jutsu. And then all of a sudden Naruto appears behind him again with a kunai and stabs him. And yes, Naruto does know the Flying Thunder God jutsu. Wait, I'm pretty sure he already knew it last time. Wait. Okay, if he didn't know it last time, then I'll explain it like Kurama taught it to him, and or like in the Soul Scroll. Yeah, he did. He learned it from the scroll, and like not Kurama copied from. He learned it from that. So he used it, but he hadn't placed it on the kunai yet, like I said. And he teleports him and flips him, and he decides, okay, I'm gonna keep that there for safekeeping. After this, Kakashi's like, wow, really? He mastered my master's jutsu that simply. And then Naruto remembering the jutsu, like dragon style fire bullet. Dragon head of dragon fireball, whatever it was called. The thing that Sasuke does, jutsu, and he launches a massive like head of a dragon in flames. This shocks Kakashi and Zabuza, saying he's just a beginning. How does he have that much chakra, and how does he know that jutsu? And Naruto grins, saying, oh, that scroll really did help out under his breath. And then he says, hey Kakashi, I'm gonna leave this to you for a bit, I'm bored. And Kakashi's like, damn you, you're too talented for your age, and starts laughing like, it's like, well, I didn't expect anything else. And then this is where the fight goes to Zabuza and Kakashi, and it goes pretty much like usual until Naruto says, okay, this is boring now, and there's a dragon water style twin dragon jutsu, and it smashes into Zabuza. And he does, and you're wondering like, where? How did he do that? He's gonna have the same thing that the second Okage has. He can like kick the water out of the air and use water style whenever he wants. Because Kurama decided that's pretty OP for him, and he wanted him to be able to protect himself without using any lethal jutsus like the fire style. And then this shocks Zabuza, he gets slammed into it, and instead of Kakashi having to go all out, like usually like he had to in the original, Haku shows up a lot quicker to knock him out. And since Kakashi wasn't at all worn out at all, he notices how he should have killed him straight away, and he goes to attack him, but Naruto senses his like chakra isn't like malicious yet, and he stops him. And he says, leave it, if he's still alive, I'll just teleport us to him later, winking at him. Because she says fine, and they walk off saying thank you to Haku. Okay, so Sasuke decides to teach Naruto and all them others like tree climbing. Naruto says, wait, I already know that, my friend taught it to me. And before you say, yeah, Kurama taught Naruto and that water style, and if you want, I'll do like a special episode where you just have Naruto got my trainer Naruto. So if we can get 20 likes in this video, that'll be the next episode will be just Naruto getting trained by Kurama. And 10 likes is still for the next normal episode, but we get 20 likes, then yeah, it will be for that. So anyway, he says, wow, I really need to meet your friend one of these days. And Naruto wants to say, yeah, sure. He said, fine, I'll teach you walking instead. He says, I know that too. And this is annoying Kakashi as well. By the way, Kakashi is going to get annoyed quite a bit, because he wants to teach Naruto, like, he wants to teach him as, I'm pretty sure Naruto and Sakura and Sasuke are his first students that he hasn't failed yet. It's like, damn, I'm missing all my opportunities. He says, fine then, you go train on your own if you're so special. This offends Naruto, but also makes him happy as Kurama can take over and do some jutsus that will go back to Naruto's body. He says, yeah, sure, whatever. And he sends a chakra to his leg, like, jumps, like, body flickers away. Now he teaches Sasuke and Sakura, but since Sasuke doesn't have the motivation of Sasuke going against him, he uses Sakura as she attempts to climb it. She climbs it on her first try. And this does result in there being like a bond between Sasuke and Sakura, a bit more than original. So back to Kurama and Naruto. So let's see, what jutsu Naruto learn? This is without a script, by the way. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm forgetting all my story. I gave Naruto all the chakra natures already, didn't I? No, I think I only gave him Earth, Wind. No, not Wind. I think I only gave him Wind, Fire, and Lightning. So, last episode where I gave him Fire, I changed up, pretend I gave him Water instead. And now he learned Fire, yeah, this time. Kurama says, "You remind me of the old man," and started laughing. And then Naruto confused, but it says who, and he said it'll explain later. He said, "Do you want to have all 5 chakra natures?" And Naruto just looks at him as if he's stupid, like, duh, who doesn't? So he creates the clone and Kurama takes over. And so, yeah. And he does Earth Style, Earth Wall, and then goes back to Naruto. So now Naruto has all 5 chakra natures, but he can't really use them yet. Okay, now this is where Kurama says, "I want to be able to come out and help you." And Naruto says, "That's impossible, you're sealed inside me." And then he said, "I want to try something." He teaches Naruto the summoning jutsu by creating a clone and showing him all the hand signs. And then Naruto says, "Cool," and then he first summons a toad, and he looks at Naruto and says, "Huh, pitiful." And he goes to hit Naruto, but the shadow clone that Kurama took over kicks him away, ending the summoning. He says, "Yeah, that's it." And he says, "I want you to use my chakra, but like, put it in the hand seals, not just using it to boost your own." And he does that, and then he drops to the floor after he does it. He summoned Kurama. Kurama, realising this, sends some of his chakra back to Naruto, as without him, Naruto would die. So all of a sudden, Kurama has 8 toes instead. And as he sent one of the chakra tails inside Naruto, he said, "Okay, I want to make a contract with you. I'll be your summoning from now on." Yeah, so Naruto can summon Kurama. And they make her a contract and everything, so now whenever he needs it, he can summon Kurama. Okay, also, I think I might want to give you a little secret. I always wanted Naruto. I didn't really like his Sage mode, so I'm gonna have it where Kurama makes his own, like, Sage style, like his own, like, thingy, whatever it's called. I think it will be Foot Sage mode. So you know when he was fighting Nagato, he got pierced and his eyes turned like heart. He had lower Kurama eyes and then the Sage eyes. It will be that, but that would just be in a normal Fox Sage mode, 9-tailed Fox Sage mode. That would be the new Sage mode that we'll learn in the future. Okay, after this, Kakashi senses a huge burst of chakra, starts rushing towards Naruto, which he can sense, and he unsummons Kurama. When Kakashi appears, he's like, "What's that chakra?" And Naruto, not thinking, says, "I was just using a new jutsu." And this shocks Kakashi, like, "Wow, that's a really powerful jutsu, I need to see it." And Naruto's panicking, like, "Oh no, what do I show him?" Kurama says, "Hey kid, let me take over, I'm gonna scare Kakashi." And then when Kurama takes over, he just uses all his bloodlust that he has and it scares Kakashi off, saying, "Okay, I get it, you want to practice it on your own." And then he lets Naruto have control again. Naruto and him start laughing. After this training session, Naruto can use Kurama's chakra without going into KCM, so he has the real cloak now whenever he needs it. Okay, now this is where Kurama says, "Kid, you don't have to agree with this, but I want to try and teach you a very powerful jutsu only Jinchuriki can use until a beast." This excites Naruto. He's like, "Finally a jutsu that's gonna be worth me learning." And for those of you wondering, yes, it's gonna be Buji Bomb, or Toad Beast Bomb. Naruto activates KCM 2. Kurama says, "Focus my chakra and condense it." He says, "Okay." And then as he's doing this, he sees a black ball suddenly start to appear. He's like, "Whoa." And he says, "Okay kid, this is gonna be massive if you don't condense it really big." And Naruto slowly condenses it, it becomes a black ball. He says, "Wow, what do I do with this?" And Kurama says, "Just launch it." And he launches it, and Kurama went away how powerful it would be. Naruto launched it at a mountain, and he blew up the mountain. This scared Kakashi, and he comes running right back, saying, "Naruto, that's it, stop using that jutsu." And he says, "Okay, sorry," getting angry and releasing a bit of bloodlust at the same time. And then as Kakashi's about to walk off, Naruto thinks, like, "Wait a minute, Kakashi Sensei, can I do something? And then he touches, and Kakashi says sure, and he touches Kakashi's chest and places the flying and thunder god seal. And Kakashi knowing he's just like, okay, I get it. And he also, actually I'm not going to do that yet. Okay, so I think this is where I'm going to leave it actually. This episode was all over the place, I swear I literally just got back from Hampton. So yeah, I think I'll leave it here. Actually no, I won't. So Naruto and Sasuke meet up. And then Sasuke hearing the explosion and seeing the mountain says, how strong are you? And also, we need to talk about something. How do you know about Itachi? Naruto says, my friend told me. And this annoys Sasuke, like, who is this friend you keep on talking about? He says, I'll tell you another day. And he goes up to Sasuke and taps his back, placing the seal and saying, do you want to train together sometime? This making Sasuke happy, she says, sure. But Naruto already teleports away to a mark he placed before. Now Sasuke heading back. Naruto realizes, okay, I need to stop being such a jerk. Teleports back to Sasuke, where he placed the seal. He said, do you want me to take you back? He said, yeah. And he grabs Sasuke and teleports him to the training grounds where they was all meant to train at first, but they didn't. And then Sasuke seeing this is like, how did you get here so quickly? And how didn't I feel any of the wind resistance when you was on? He said, I don't want to teleported. And he was like, wait, what? He's like, it's a special jutsu, and he's sitting there thinking, wait a minute. Your nature's fire and lightning, right? He says, yeah. And I was just like, oh my god, I can teach you the jutsu that lets me teleport. He said, yeah, but you can only use it a few times as it's a huge chakra. It's like Sasuke, and then as Naruto summons the scroll of like the scroll where he taught all the jutsus, and he shows Sasuke. He's like, wait a minute, these are all forbidden. Where'd he get them? He says, don't get angry. And Sasuke says, sure, okay. And Naruto whispers in his ear, my friend. Sasuke thinking, okay, I can't get angry. He says, okay, sure, whatever. And he copies down the jutsu for Sasuke and says, go practice this as training instead of the tree climbing. Okay, that's where I'm actually going to end it. Oh no, there's one more thing I wanted to do. What was it? Damn it. Oh, one more thing. That's it. Now Kurama takes over Naruto and says, kid, you know how your dad was the fourth Hokage? He says, yeah. He said, do you want to learn your dad's jutsu? He says, yeah, sure, but he's like, it's called the Rasengan. He's like, wait a minute, I know that. And he looks up and says, wait a minute, this took my dad 1,000 years to learn. Well, not 1,000 years, 1,000 hard days of work. He said, yeah, but your dad based off the Telbees bomb and you can already do that, so how hard can it be? This excites Naruto. He says, sure. And then Kurama takes him through the steps. And then he gets to the last step where he had to do the leaf thingy. And Naruto with his better chakra control already does it. And then he creates a Rasengan with one hand. And Kakashi was watching him and was getting annoyed, thinking, okay, I need to make sure he don't blow up another mountain. And he sees Destiny props out of nowhere saying, okay, one, why does that clone sound so funny? And two, how do you know my master jutsu? And he looks and he sees the scroll. He's like, wait a minute, is that what I think it is? And he goes to grab it, but Naruto unsummons it and says, I don't know what you're talking about. And he unsummons Kurama, the Kurama clone, Shadow clone. And then he says, I think I've seen things since then. And this annoys Kakashi but makes him proud at the same time, thinking, he's again him, but he can only do such jutsus. And he blew up a mountain. I can only do that when I'm going full power. And he didn't even seem to have a chakra drain from it. And after this, actually no, I'm not going to continue because that's going to be a good next episode. So I'm going to leave this here. Okay, so if you do get that student, if you guys did enjoy, then, oh yeah, make sure you hit the like goal of 10 like. Actually, I'm going to make it 15 this time actually, not 10, 15. And if you want that episode of where Naruto just gets trained by Kurama for one episode to make him super OP, make sure you hit 20 likes. other than that, if you enjoyed, subscribe, and see you next time, I guess. Also, leave a comment suggestions down below of what Jutsu you want Naruto to learn, and what if should I do. Okay, well, bye.